up and yell, apparently. I still don't know who it is, but somebody's doing it. And the sun is a melt in 1 second and then it goes away and then we recover.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
We've also got plenty of merchandise available to the Buildup Stay Chatty Foundation. The merchandise available inside the club rooms near the canteen. And our major raffle today will be drawn at half time in the MPL men's game. Thank you to all our sponsors who've made today possible. Crater Mountain Helicopters, the Cove, Bluff Caravan Park, Kerry White Pharmacy, Hill Street Devonport, Pickwick's, Sabu Saunas, The Alley, Tempin Bowling, Gorgeous Nails, Passport Surf, Shadows Cafe, Sky Balinese Massage and Beauty, Gorgeous Nails.
Well, we don't stop halfway.
Just having a little break.
Do you know how hard it is when my hands hurt?
No,
Tom forgot me lanyard.
Does Sam come out of retirement? I have to go and get a breast back.
Hey, Cookie, how you going? I've gotten old at the age of 30. I've continued to play soccer. I've torn my meniscus. I'm change rooms at half time. I got up with rounds. I know. So half time, I think the half time of the Gallorca game we played, I just went to get up and it went and then came back out again.
No. Would have been a bit scarier than George was saying.
ACL's worse. Depends on the tear and the type of tear and where the tear is. ACL, you can't really have ACLs.
I'm assuming these guys are okay.
I've got watches now too, so it's just...
You save like a month.
I'm meant to wear a compression band.
But I don't think they're like water or bruise. I don't know what it is.
Nah, it's, they'll fix, they repair things. Either remove this part of the
We got not really a pet wagon. I tried to feed him, but he doesn't eat it. He sits on the back post just for hours. Just sits there just doing it.
Well, it's some,
yeah, I've tried to give him food, but he won't eat it.
I have a right meniscus.
Oh, I think so. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're just saying they're ready to get up. Actually, Yeah, was it, you had a page up with that had the
Yeah, I've got it.
yeah. Do you ever just use numbers like the 14?
No.
14 fixes. And I don't know, you could say like United pass to United. Yeah, pretty good. I don't know. I'm not a commentator.
Sometimes I'll say midfielder. Great
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, the position.
Took me early in the game. I got the front punch.
Yeah.
To the
Yeah, well, see, this is where I've seen you like come up like I don't know what number they are, so like kids they are facing the other way. Like I wonder how you. I'm assuming they're facing.
yeah, so look at them for girls today.
Yeah. Oh, also like they change every season as well, and that must be
Yeah,
Welcome to Tasmania Valley Road for this Women's Super League clash between the Devonport City Strikers and Launceston United.
Round
Two teams
19.
for today's game. Introducing Launceston United, number 1, Jasmine Mann.
Fixture
Number
between
5, Laura
Devonport
Dickinson.
Strikers
Number 7,
and
Montana Leonard.
Launceston.
Number 8, Danielle Gunson. Number 9, Abby Chuck. Number 11,
Valley
Holly
Road.
Jones. Number 13, Catherine
Curtain
Hill.
rises
Number
momentarily
18,
on what could be
Kiara
the defining
Jones.
act of
Number
this
21,
season.
Angelique Alquita. Number
Strikers
22,
march onto the
Amelia
field
Wing.
today like
And number
Macbeth
3,
before the
number
crown.
23, Chelsea Wing. On the bench,
Single-minded,
number 3,
standing on
Willow
the threshold
Landers.
of
Number
glory.
4,
Unbeaten
Isabella
all
de
year,
Klerk. Number
perched
14,
securely at the
Rose
summit.
Hall.
They need just
Number
one
17,
more
Isabella
triumph
Duff.
today to seize
Number
the title
33,
and
Nina
etch
Roy.
themselves into history. The opponents, Launceston United, arrive as the determined underdogs here today, fourth in the table, twice already undone by this Devonport side, and still daring to believe there is something of Don Coyote in their mission. A quest that may appear impossible, yet pursued with courage and conviction all the same. For Devonport, this is not merely another Saturday fixture, it's a coronation waiting to be claimed. The atmosphere here hums with anticipation like the opening lines of a Dickens novel, heavy with the promise of fate and fortune. Moments away from a whistle. It's at the ready, the stage is set, the drama of 90 minutes awaits. We'll take you through the lineups for Tom Ballantyne's ladies, the Devonport Strikers. In goals, Michaela Mitchell. 2, Tully Park. 4, Isabella Taylor. 5, Georgia King. 6, Annalie Bidwell. 11, Eleanor Riley. 12, Abby White. 14, Asuka Doyle. 17, Whitney Knight. 21, Grace Sims. And 25, Holly Emmett. On the bench, number 3, Emily Boucher. 4, Maddie Payne. 8, Mia Smith. 19, Elizabeth Sullivan. And 20, Samantha Hardy. For Launceston United, Jocelyn Venn in goals. 5, co-captain Laura Dickinson. 7, Montana Leonard. 8, Danielle Gunton, also co-captain. 9, Abby Chugg. 11, Holly Jones. 13, Catherine Hill. 18, Kiara Jones. 21, Angelique Kita. 22, Amelia Wing. 23, Chelsea Wing. And on the bench, 3, Miller Havens. 4, Isabella de Klerk. 14, Rose Hyde. 17, Isabella Duff. And 33, Nina Roy. As the teams break their huddles, we get ready for a kickoff. A victory here enough to secure a second consecutive State League Championship for this Devonport Strikers ladies team. The draw won't quite be enough, but a midweek draw between South Hobart and Kingsport Lions have put the Devonport Strikers in a position where today they can claim this league title and rule their final games, a catch-up game against Riverside Olympic. And home game in the final week against South Hobart moot. Just not play those games and still be crowned champions. Given the points difference, they will put ahead of themselves. And we are underway. Georgia King playing it long forward to begin. Sims showing good speed. Keeping the ball in place. Sims doing well to track it down. Ball coming across from Wiley. Taylor playing back, turning over. Chug on the ball, falls to King, who strikes from some 30 yards, bounces before being picked up by Venn. Venn comes long and bounces high. White and Taylor. Emmett then down to White, who comes inside, intercepted by Chug. And then Jones down to Hill, then into the feet there of Chug. Jones then to wing and up the line. The ball staying in play, looks like it might have gone out of play. Dickinson not able to keep it in. They're throwing for the Devonport Strikers here on the left wing. And a busy start. Whitney Knight back into the Devonport Strikers starting lineup this week, missing last week. Grace Sims also into the lineup. King fires the ball forward, intercepted by the co-captain there. But Taylor doing well to win that one back. And now having to backtrack Gunton. Ball out of play. Gunton up the line here, headed by White. Gunton in again. Inbound. Dickinson plays forward. It's only going to go as far as Bidwell. Mitchell. And longer from Mitchell. It's going to be gobbled up by Gunton. To wing. Back to Gunton. Comes forward to the feet. Dickinson. And forward to wing. White steps in, ball ricochets, and King clears. With a scrap in the midfield, and just a chip over the top from Abby White. Clearance not quite right from Hill, she'll have to retrieve, with Sims bearing down on her, and she puts it out of play. Throwing for the Devonport Strikers. These sides have met twice already this season in round 5 and round 12 down in Launceston. Devonport Strikers in round 5 were victorious, 3-0 goals from White, Knight and Doy. And then in round 12 the Devonport Strikers victorious here at Valley Road, the Portress 5-0. Knight, Sims, Doy, White and King scorers on that day. Ball's long, Bidwell heads down. White mopping up. So often she does, a strong physical presence and an assured presence on the ball in midfield of the Devonport Strikers. Wiley comes back to Bidwell. Parker can turn, rolls it out to Wiley. Tackled there on the far wing by Leonard. And then it does well to strip Wiley of the ball. Leonard then gets it forward into the path of Jones. Jones chops backward. It's dispossessed by Bidwell. A bit of grabbing. Referee allowing play to go on. Doy up the line to Sims with Hill for company. Sims looking to run her down the line. Reading the play well. Stepping across Akita. She puts it out of play. Past the byline for the first corner of the afternoon. Here Alistair Ollington, coach for Launceston United ladies, urging his team on here, encouraging them. He takes her time on the corner. Abby White always a danger here in these set pieces. Ball is in. Comes to Doy, who heads directly. Venn in goals. A good chance for Doy. Thought her in about the penalty spot. But her header, while hitting it quite clean, was just directed straight into the midriff of the Launceston United shot stopper Venn. It's the first shot on target for the day. The first real shot there from Joy. Down the line from Dickinson. Touch forward by Wing. Wiley across. Wiley finding herself on the it's a Wing. Came across and helped and has won the team. Goal kick. Mitchell on the ball, relatively static. You're going to go short. No options really in midfield presenting, so comes out wide. It's Emmett. Takes a touch and plays it up the line into space, asking a lot of Sims. Hill across. The line to Dickinson, who has support from Gunton. Gunton's pass only gets as far as Emmett, who comes in board to Doy. Doy touches wide to Taylor, who slips as she plays it with her left foot in towards the box. White then at the top of the box with Chug. White driving forward, cleared then by Gunton. Bidwell's header only flicks it on into the path of Leonard, who has a chance here. She can dribble towards the 18-yard box and take a shot. It's quite wide in the angle, and in the end, a tame effort, not troubling Mitchell in goals. But a show of what Launceston United can do here today. Can they upset the party? Today is potentially coronation day for these Devonport Strikers women, and I'm certain that Launceston United have plans to delay that for another week for this Devonport Strikers women. A bit of grabbing and pulling there from Wing on Knight. And a free kick to the Devonport Strikers. Oscar Dory with 17 goals, the leading goal scorer for the Devonport Strikers this season. Maddie Payne on the bench has 10. Knight has 7, as does Grace Sims, the Devonport Strikers. Grace Sims back into the 11 today. Ball into the box, cleared away. Come to Jones, who flicks on. No one running beyond her, and it's just turned it over to Bidwell. Bidwell reads the field ahead of her and decides the best option is just to reset, play, start again. Do some more movement from the Devonport midfield here at the moment, not really getting off their direct opponent. Devonport Strikers are having to work around the midfield and play their way forward that way into the spaces and behind fullbacks. And again, it is longer from King. Dory presents, poked away, and it's into the path of Jones, who can then roll it out to Leonard, who's enjoying space out here on the wing again. Wiley's having to come across to her. Leonard takes a few touches, delivers into the box. Blocked, headed down, does come to Chug, who flicks it forward on the left foot, and once more not really troubling Mitchell in goals, but promising from Launceston United. Asking a lot of Sims here, 3-on-1. Headed down, Jones fired into the feet of Sims, who lays it off for Knight, and then the ball into space once more. Akita running back, uses Venning goals. And off Sims, into the path of Jones, then to Park, now Knight. Knight can strike from this range and has done. Flushes wide of the left upright of Venn in goals. For a moment I thought that was going to fly past Venn into the top corner, but for Launceston United faithful, that one is gratefully wide. Goal kick for Launceston United. Drives it out low. As Akita in board. There's her. Then up the line. Only gets as far as Bidwell though from Keenan. Wiley on shorter. Doy making a run in behind. Wiley will look into the space to Sims. Sims with Akita. Sims, bit of push and shove. Girls going at it. Sims comes out with the ball, scuffs across towards the top of the box, falls to wide, who hits it well. It's ricocheted off the crossbar, and it comes to Taylor, who volleys off the crossbar. And somehow the Devonport Strikers denied by the woodwork twice in a matter of moments, have not taken the lead, a goal that surely would have put them on the way to coronation today, but the woodwork denying them. They drive forward now through the animus of King. Comes out to Taylor, who moments ago hit the crossbar. Headed away to Chug into the feet of Wing. Caught standing still. Now Wing and Knight battle for it. Knight lays it off to White. Great goalmouth action there, and Taylor a little bit sloppy in possession, puts that one out of play. Throw in for Launceston United. Anyway, Sims uses Taylor, has a few options, comes inboard, bounces off Knight to Hill. Hill then asking a bit of Dickinson, a bobbling ball in front of her with pressure on her back, and turns it over. Sims to Doy, advantage played. And Jones driving out of midfield. Gets it to Jones, King gets a toe in. Off Dickinson. Difficult for Akita with the bounce, and Hill agriculturally up the line. It's going to get to Leonard. It's more the Devonport strikers come forward. Devonport strikers in control of this one across from Knight. Sims is there. Crashing into that was Venn. And I think there's a flag up here for offside on Sims. Sims brave diving into the feet. Venn brave diving into the feet of Sims there. Then to Akita and then to Wing. And comes inboard to Chug. And to Jones, back to Kiara Jones. But Taylor in well, gives the ball away. Chelsea Wing. Then to Chug. Leonard. It's back inboard. Up the line. To Jones, has Dickinson square. The run from Dickinson is into the box. Can't find her. A lovely layoff from Knight to Doy. Doy to Sims. Can't get it to Taylor. Taylor pressing. Gunton. Dickinson back to Gunton. Inboard to Chug. She's got a bit of time to pick a pass here. Uses Wing. Fires into the feet. Jones there, asking quite a bit of Holly Jones. Johnson. Touch inside from Jones into Wing, nearly caught on it with Abby White, but Abby White tracking back and does get the tackle in from the side. And now the Devonport strikers can launch a counter attack. Taylor chops back onto her right foot, tries to find ball through tonight, but intercepted well. A frenetic start here at Valley Road. The strikers look just to slow things down. King gets it to Doy. Should come back to Bidwell. Knight finds a pocket of space. Delicate dink over the top in the direction of Wiley or Doy. A wing back, and she just puts the ball out of play. Decent bit of play there, and doing just enough to see that one wide of the right upright, and out of play for a corner here for the Devonport strikers. Reaction time had to be sharp there, and while she probably could have stopped it, held on to the ball, the deflection doing enough. And Georgia King will wander over and take corner here for the Devonport strikers. King long to the back post. Devonport strikers flying into the ball there. It only comes, it's ricocheting around in the box. It's a real goalmouth scramble, but in the end it's going to be Van. Commentator's nightmare there, trying to call the players. It bounces and ricochets around and falls to a number of players not able to get a full hold on the ball. Wiley heads backwards. Emmett and King there, just do enough between them. And White, Launceston United pressing here. Doy. Landed, arms go up for offside, no flag. And they cannot keep it in. It will be a goal kick for the Devonport strikers. Some 15 minutes played here at Valley Road on a day where the Devonport strikers could be crowned champions. Launceston United coming to Valley Road to cause an upset, to delay that coronation just one more week. The strikers do have a bye next week in South Hobart in the final round of the season. They do have a make-up game against Riverside Olympic though from a washout a few rounds ago. Knight in. Knight with a chance to shoot on the right foot. Doesn't quite get the purchase she would have liked on that particular strike, and it rolls comfortably for Van to pick up. She throws it out to wing. He looks to come inside to Kiara Jones. Landa does well to hold off Wiley. Plays it back to Amelia Wing. She battles with Dory and then it goes back to help out and wins possession. Dickinson in space out here on the right wing. Tries a first time ball into Chug, and maybe getting the ball under control was the better option. Again. To Johnson. To Dickinson. Friday on the ball. Nice 1-2. The King best place to read this one. And Bidwell there to support. Lovely shape on the ball. And Emmett has a paddock to run into, and then tries to put Sims through on goal and just over hitting the pass. White opting to use the shoulder there instead of the head. And it comes skew whiff off the shoulder and out of play. Gunton. Pressure on Leonard there. She does well to get into Chug. Tries a turn. Clark was in her pocket. Out of play. Ring comes short, had space in the direct opponent, did not use her, instead a longer throw into the box, which favoured the numbness of the Devonport strikers. And Wiley with more just hope to clear than an intent to find a teammate, thumps it up towards the halfway line. Amelia Wing with the throw. Gets down to Holly Jones, will have to battle for it with Park. Park using Wiley, gets it inboard tonight. There's the run of Doy, and Doy stopped her run. So look for Sims instead. Park. Knight. Does well to round opponent. Put out of play then by Wing. Perfect day here at Valley Road on the northwest coast of Tasmania. This round 19 Women's Super League fixture, this day league for the women, this all-conquering Devonport Strikers team, the champions-elect, looking to round off what has been another spectacular season. They remain undefeated. They've won the statewide cup. There's not much left for them to prove here other than a second undefeated season in succession. The ball to Sims, intercepted by Arkita. She can drive forward. There is some space. The run beyond by Jones is not fouled. Arkita asking for a free kick. A push as she played the ball forward. The official not willing to entertain that thought. Devonport strikers with the best of the chances so far. Been denied by the crossbar in the upright in the space of only a few moments. A header from Doy. Yet to break the deadlock. Launceston United have sprung a few counter-attacks. One in particular through Lena, which saw her strike from the angle of Mitchell's goal. Able to beat the shot stopper there either. So 0-all it is. Wiley can't get to that ball from Knight. And they're doing well to shield the ball there. It's a wing. Board to Arkita. And looking to switch to a heel. Open on the far side is Gunton. Gunton has Dickinson for feed if she wants. Chooses to play it up the line. Not on the same wavelength there. Gunton and Dickinson. And the result is a Devonport strikers throwing. Launceston United choosing not to press Bidwell and Kingman on the ball with any real vigour, allowing them to pick the passes and then either forcing them to go long or just hoping to pounce once they play the ball into midfield. And on this occasion, some pressure from the Devonport strikers causes Wing to play an errant pass backwards towards her goalkeeper, and it's gone out for the Devonport strikers' corner. Launceston United currently sit in 4th position on the ladder. 2 points adrift of the Kingborough Lions, 2 points ahead of the Glenorchy Knights. They have, however, played less games at this juncture than them. 2 games less than Kingborough, 1 game less than Glenorchy. So points here today would be really valuable in terms of that battle for 3rd position. The Devonport strikers and South Hope are clear on top as the ball comes in to the back post there for White. Flag is up. Nicely weighted ball tonight, but the Launceston United defence doing well to step up and caught Devonport strikers pair. Sims and White there, unaware and offside. Out to Wing. Immediate pressure from Doy in a real spot there too. He didn't really have anyone to play the ball back to or inboard to, so just forced to kind of spin and put the ball out of play lest you lose it. Wiley. Sims. Tackled by Wing and then Kill. Park. Just plays the ball simply, Park. Just keeps it ticking over. Emmett. Up on Wing, it's back from Mealy Wing, then to Chelsea Wing, to Chargan and out of play. And the pace of the game has slowed somewhat here, and come off action the last 10 minutes has been few and far between. Park again finds Taylor. Really got an option, Taylor. She has Knight and board if she wants. Comes to Sims, cut out by Arkita. Tackle from Park, comes to Leonard, to Chag, spins away from her. So King can step in. White then. Can the Devonport strikers make this count. Nicely weighted ball from White to Knight. Knight into the box, forced to backtrack. Then to Taylor. She gets it into King, lays it off. White with a chance to strike first time, and that one is high and well over the bar. Forcing the Grace McKenna to head behind the fence to retrieve the football. So some lovely football there from the Devonport Strikers. Succession of passes, resulting in a chance to strike a goal from 20 yards. From the Devonport midfielder, Abby White, but on occasion got a technique wrong. Get her head and knee over the ball and just went under the ball, blasted it all over. 25 minutes played here at Valley Road. 0 all that remains, and South Hobart, the eager watchers here today. Hopeful that Launceston United can spoil the party, cause an upset. Dickinson thumps the ball in the commentary position direction. Firing for Holly Emmett. We're hoping for an upset, and then perhaps another one for Riverside next week, which would set an almighty showdown for the round 21 fixture here between South Hobart and the Devonport Strikers. Based on results this season, upset today by Launceston United, or in the catch-up game by Riverside against Devonport, are unlikely. But that is what South Hobart will be hoping for. Now a chance for the Launceston United to spring forward. Devonport Strikers solid in defence. Bidwell, as Jones pressing her, holds her off. Bidwell draws the defender and lays it off. Terrific play from Bidwell. Finds Evan. She has a paddock then. Has Taylor Wide, uses her. Great defence from Gunton. And then Dickinson back to help out. Has a wing inside, but the continuous pressure from the Devonport Strikers turns it over. Taylor played in by Knight. Taylor slow to get on her bike there, perhaps, to retrieve that one, but did enough. Showed enough to force Gunton to put it out and play in behind for a corner for the Devonport Strikers. King once more to come forward and take. This is the moment the Devonport Strikers go ahead. King. Lovely ball into the back post. White jumps past her, beats everyone. Bidwell then. Try him in a corner and does so. Wing obliges. And King will trot over to the other corner. And once more put the ball into the box for Devonport Strikers. Succession of corners here in the first half for the Devonport Strikers. The majority of play has been in their attacking half. Yet to force a save of real quality from Ben. Could easily have opened their account today, but for the intervention of the crossbar and the upright. King. Once again into the box. White onto this one. Ben only flapping it away just, and then cleared. It looked by Akita. And Launceston United survive, live to fight another day. Wing to Chug has a chance to turn. Doesn't really have options forward though. It's just Devonport Strikers shirts there. Even if Launceston United were to lose this fixture today, leave them either in 4th or 5th, depending on the results. Third place on the table really is in their hands. Sims plays it towards Dory, who has been particularly quiet thus far in this first half. A lovely touch though to the byline, fires in, then plays it away and then just cleared in the direction of Leonard. White in on her, terrific from White. And she takes on Dickinson on the left wing. Now she's going to have to come back. Will she try and win a corner? She does. Dickinson toes it out of play in another corner. Devonport vary the playbook here. Most of the balls have been in towards the top of the 6-yard box, towards the central or back post regions. Nothing has quite happened yet. Header from Dory directed straight at Van, and then the previous corner, the header from wide into the ground and nearly up and over Van, who just managed to palm it away. Will be third time's the charm for the next Devonport strikers player to get their head to a corner. King. It's the back post again. Beats everyone. Bidwell arriving late at the back post. Could only really stretch and tow it out of play. Short to Hill. Good pressure from Knight, forcing Hill just to kick it out of danger, out of harm's way. Once more, the Devonport strikers will put pressure on this Launceston United defence. Knight offers. Cara Jones is behind her. Emmett, long. Headed down to Knight. Touches inside, touch heavy. Comes to Doy, to Emmett, to Taylor. Gunton across and out of play. So third place spot on the podium. Potential reward here for Launceston United at season's end. I said it is in their hands, that position on the table. The direct competition for that position, Kingborough Lions and Glenorchy Knights, are their opponents in the final 2 rounds. So they really do have this final say on where they finish. Knight. Dink in behind, nearly gets to Wiley. It won't quite sit for her, and then will be cleared away. It goes higher than it does long due to a deflection, and Dickinson doesn't get hold of the header. Emmett driving down the left wing. She's got the chop back onto her favoured right foot, and Dickinson does well. Knight then as wing with her. Knight, no options in board, so he has to rotate possession. King opting just to get it route 1, and Van always favoured and collected comfortably there. Van Dickinson. Jones in chugs there. King at the fall of the ball, handled by Taylor, and the whistle and free kick to Launceston United. So we're past the half-hour mark here. And Alistair Rollington will be pleased, I think, with how the Launceston United defence is holding up against this all-conquering Devonport attack. Despite some very heavy-handed victories with Devonport strikers, beating teams by several goals this season, they have had quite a few games where it just hasn't happened for them in front of goal, where they've won by the odd goal. Could this be one of those days where it doesn't quite happen for the strikers? King, route 1 again. Bounces off Wing's arm. I don't think she knew anything about it. The referee indicating that it came off her shoulder. My advantage, that wasn't the case. Leonard. Dickinson, the run then from Jones into the wing. Opting then centrally, and just quite the right choice. Maybe it was a run from Jones that wasn't the right option either, but it's just United attack breaking down there. As King looks to shield that ball out of play, and then physical with Jones, slides in to the clearance, only gets as far as wing. Can Launceston United create something here? Wing, then to Leonard, who has been lively when she's been on the ball. There's an option wide here for Jones if Dickinson lifts her head. Jones still on, finally plays it off to her, not offside. Fires into the box then, chops past King, a great chance, Jones, and then off the feet of Bidwell and to Mitchell's waiting arms. And that's the best bit of play Launceston United have put together today. Hill, Doy, Knight, playing with the hair and the ball. Doy then, Can she be that creative spark that Devonport strikers seem to badly need here? Not on this occasion, long up the line. Once again, White in hard, Emmett in hard. One of them deemed to have impeded Holly Jones there, and the whistle. Chuck gets it underway quickly. Dickinson, Jones with a bit of space in front of her to run into. Now they use that space, but Jones has stopped her run, and Emmett does enough to get over. Fourth throw in. Ten minutes to play here in this first half of Valley Road. The champions elect Devonport Strikers, hosting the fourth place Launceston United, this Football Tasmania Women's Super League Round 19 fixture. The Devonport Strikers can secure a second consecutive championship today and go back to back as Women's Super League champions. But Launceston United not come to roll over, and they've certainly played their part here in this first part, keeping Devonport Strikers at bay and having put together a few interesting passages of play. Wiley driving forward, bounces Kine, cleared away by Gunton. And it's all Devonport Strikers there. Bidwell landed on her, she was blind to that over her shoulder, and just forced Mitchell to hurry up her clearance there, and as such it was skewed and out of play. Leonard. The Devonport Strikers have a goal difference of 61 this season. 71 goals for, 10 goals against. Obviously the best attacking team and defensive team in this league. South Hobart not far behind. 5 points adrift of the Devonport Strikers at the top of the table. Only 2 games left for them to play. Headed down from Akita. And once again, Launceston United showing they are here to play. And if the Strikers aren't at their best today, they won't walk away with the 3 points and the title. And whilst I say a draw isn't enough to clinch the title today, it really is all but clinched if they get that singular point, which would put them 6 points ahead of South Hobart with 2 games to play. And South could only draw level if Devonport lost their last 2 games. But because of the goal difference, the Devonport Strikers are 61 in their goal difference, and South Hobart with 40 is theirs. You would imagine it would be impossible for South Hobart to close that gap over 2 games. And so a point would be enough in reality, whilst not mathematically, for the Devonport Strikers today. Taylor fires into the box. Spins and hit it earlier. Nice idea. White in on Chug. Chug the worse for wear from that. Quickly back into the action. Gunton. Dickinson. Emmett closing. Launceston getting themselves into trouble here. Knight. She's got a few to beat. Right with Gunton, does get it across, but it's blocked. Launceston United did well, committed in defence once more to stopping Devonport Strikers. Chug. Back to Dickinson. The option is for Leonard up the line. Goes in that direction. Bidwell read it better. Now to Hill, and it just has to go longer. I think that was the intent, but it did come to Jones, whose touch was heavy. Now Taylor. A little bit of space. Wing aggressive. And a nice little short 2-step movement there from Jones, opening up the field, and Chug miscontrols the ball. And we'll have another chance through wing. And near the wing. Kiara Jones. Look to get it to Chug, but White intercepts. She spins away. The runs from Simmons. Sims in behind. The weight of the pass not too bad, but it is going to get away from Sims thanks to Some good defending from Makita. 5 minutes to play here in this first half of Valley Road. Perhaps a few nerves in the Devonport ranks today, knowing that they can clinch the title here today. They probably haven't been at their best in this first 45 minutes. I'm sure Tom Ballantyne as coach has noticed a few things and he'll make some adjustments, either tactically or personnel-wise at this half-time break. Additionally, Alistair Ollington here in deep discussion with his assistant coaches as well, discussing potential changes, I imagine, as well. Leonard, can she change the scoreline? That's blocked by Bigwell. Waiting for someone to come at her. Finally gets Chug. Jones then has to come wide to Leonard, the only option. Back then to win. And then they work their way through here. Launceston United, no. Comes to Knight. Runners in Taylor and Sims. Lovely weighted pass. Played perfectly for Sims, who has the keeper coming at her. And Sims rockets her shot wide of the right upright of Venn. Wonderful weighted pass from Whitney Knight. And a great run from Sims. It all seemed to go perfectly until the finish. And credit where credit's due, the approaching fast thinking of Venn to shut down the angle has probably forced Sims to place that one wide of the goal. So we'll give the benefit of the doubt there to Sims and the kudos to Venn. And each time she's been called upon in this first half, Venn has been equal to the challenge. Once more the case there. And her goal remains unbreached. But that's really the first shot in anger the Devonport Strikers have had in goal in some time in this first half. King a little aggressive in behind there on Holly Jones, and a free kick. A bad free kick to give away there from King. She's well up the field and out of position. If that one goes back and then goes long into a vacant space there, then the Strikers potentially in trouble. So looked like Joy handled the ball there, and the referee was not missing that. Once more. The fashion in football is to go short often from these positions. As is the case here. To Gunton, now longer. Doesn't get hold of it. Only turns it over. A chance for Devonport to spring. Knight tried to turn but couldn't. Chug, slow in turning. Gives it to White. She gets it to Taylor. And she plays her path, following the path of Sims, who does well to roll it tonight. Knight looking to get it back to Sims. Hill has to clear this. Delaying the clearance, Hill, and finally manages to scuff one away. It won't get out of play. Taylor keeps it in. No options for Taylor. And probably the best result for Taylor there was that it was pinched away from her in the direction of Emmett. Then Park, once again, just moving the ball simply. Doy. Not happening at the end of the Devonport Strikers. Dickinson and Emmett fight for it. And plenty of wrestling happening there. And the referee allows that to go on for a little bit before blowing the whistle. And I think the longer this one goes on, the more fractious it might become. Given what's at stake for the Devonport Strikers today. White. Up well. Chug. And White again. Bound. Jones and Park. Gets it to Doy. Lovely feed from Doy. Spins. Gets it out to Sims. Lets it run across her. Wing shutting her down, but Sims first to it. Direct. It's the way Sims likes to play. I think that's come out for a corner. Could be the last attacking thrust of the first half here. King wandering across. More ball comes into the near post this time. Couldn't quite reach that one, Sims, and then is eventually cleared away. Park and Knight don't talk to each other, and so it comes to Holly Jones. King gets it back to Wiley. Knight runs into the space vacated by Chug, touches it around wing, keeps it in play. Lovely. Was that a nutmeg from Knight? It looked like it chipped into the box. Is this the moment? Doy looked to hit the hands of Wing. No one appealing. Some close range and her arms were by her side, so it would have been a hopeful appeal. But a good combination play there. Good bit of play from Whitney Knight. Joy just not able to get a hold of that striking goal. Leonard, is there a dramatic late twist here in the first half? Driving to the byline. Can she earn a corner from this position? She keep it in play. Back to Dickinson. They have to get something into the box here. Have to get it into a dangerous position. But between Leonard and Dickinson, they've put the ball out of play. And it'll be a goal kick. We've had very few stoppages here in this first half, so we might be right at the end of our play time here in the first half. Short to Bidwell. And we are. So as the players retreat to the dressing rooms, we pause on a knife's edge. Devonport, for all their general control, remain level with Launceston, who defended with a stubborn pride of a fortress under siege at times. The second half will tell us whether this will be tragedy for the visitors or triumph for the hosts. 0-0 it is between the Devonport Strikers and Launceston United in this round 19 Women's Super League fixture in football, Tasmania. The championship up for grabs here today, so the Devonport Strikers walk away with 3 points. Join us again in 15 minutes to see how the second half unfolds.
Participants in the halftime shootout, please meet down near the ice cream van at the eastern end of the ground.
Behold, it's the new McDonald's Land Meal with your choice of a Big Mac, Quarter Pounder or 6 Chicken McNuggets. And the new McDonald's Land Shake with 6 souvenir kits to collect.
Merchandise is available inside the club rooms down here.
You say you love McMuffins so much. And yet, you choose McCafe's delicious new blend first. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Behold, it's the new McDonald's Land Meal with your choice of a Big Mac, Quarter Pounder or 6 Chicken McNuggets. And the new McDonald's Land Shake with 6 souvenir kits to collect. Feel like a kid again.
You say you love McMuffins so much. And yet, you choose McCafe's delicious new blend first. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Strange rules. They brought in like the 1960s or 70s because people just used to stand up near the goal.
Yes, yeah, I like
Wait for the ball to be hooked long.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you should cover your man too, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like another thing.
Last but not least, a huge thank you to the
Behold, it's the new McDonald's Land Meal with your choice of a Big Mac, Quarter Pounder or 6 Chicken McNuggets. And the new McDonald's Land Shake with 6 souvenir kits to collect. Feel like a kid again.
You say you love McMuffins so much. And yet, you choose McCafe's delicious new blend first. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
As soon as the ball comes here, you're like, oh,
When you hit the post twice,
yeah.
you know, rebound with the goalie was over there, like over sort of thing. There's others where like there was one where it was like 5 meters above the thing. That was nowhere near.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like accuracy did.
Yeah, them people.
Probably non-soccer. There's my pickup.
Yeah, no, they are fair points.
Just, yeah, I have no idea what, like, I forget what you mean by offside, but yeah, it shouldn't be punished for like the other team overlooking you. But other players. go, I had a big college course that day. And I'd love to, take the phone for us. I'm assuming there's a huge difference between the men's and the women's game.
Yeah.
Just in motocross, it started to it's slightly a bit more broadcasting than sport. Well, like, they raced the day before, but this year they've had a couple of weeks where it doesn't get broadcasted. Which, I mean, how do you grow something that's not broadcasted? So then, like, there was, I forget what it was, like a big cycle or something on the Friday, and but that got televised because it was the Kevin Group there. So then, like, you know, a lot of people like to watch them. Just started getting good. I mean, the money's in the broadcast.
It's just a Devonport win today, they think.
Yeah, mathematically.
So I don't know.
Is there a separate league?
Oh, that's it. I mean, that's what they do. Separate leagues, they don't have finals.
Well, I mean, like, I'm assuming they celebrate, but is there a separate thing that they can do there, is there?
Oh, yeah, they get out like, like a different state like that.
Oh, right, okay, stuff. Well, I don't know. Again, I still don't actually know who's controlling it today. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's been to it. So I think they'll probably do it in the last day.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know with both games here on that final weekend. That was their last game. So about the meeting. Maybe I don't know if I can get so much.
Yeah, man, like, something's all over. I didn't know that. Whoever pays whatever they charge for it, so I think it's more. So like they come 15 minutes later, and like, what? Like the film's gone. There was one time I had the bag with these in both hands, loading up my youth, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you want these?" Like, I don't even know where you are. I've got things in my hand. Like, I'm out of here. Like, I can't like. Even if I had the camera up, I still don't know where you are. Mine aren't going to be very good. Oh, it's one to go. Ready?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this round 19 WSL fixture between the ladder-leading Devonport Strikers and the 4th place Launceston United. Players emerge here once more as they're stepping onto the stage for the second act of a great drama. Devonport stride out with the air protagonists whose destiny lies just beyond the horizon, and they know the 45-minute stand between them and the crown. Launceston, though, return with a glint of defiance. Fierce, loyal Cordelia refusing to yield quietly, determined to make their voice heard against the gatherings. Moments away then from the whistle sounding. We have an upset at hand, or a coronation to come. 45 minutes to find out. Back underway. Doesn't seem to be any personnel changes immediately apparent, so we resume as we finished. Strikers away early here. Taylor on the left wing. Is it an early chance? It will be an early corner. Just from that early passage of play there, it looks perhaps as if Sims will play up in the number 9 for Devonport Strikers and Knight. We'll wait and see once play opens up again what tactical changes have been made there by Valentine. Ball into the box from King, and it hasn't stayed in play. It's hit the side netting. Disappointing first corner of the first half. Second half. Van. The Strikers have only drawn a couple of games in the last 2 seasons combined, and so it would really be a feat here today if Launceston United could hold the Devonport Strikers at bay, force a draw. Of course, their ambitions will be one step further than that, to come away from Valley Road with 3 precious points in their chase for 3rd place on the ladder, and Alistair Ollington will have had words of wisdom for his troops at the halftime break. Will that be enough to make all the difference? Sims to Doy. Chance for a counter-attack, and the ball placed in the direction of Leonard. Counter-attack here from Launceston United, just delaying the pass there, Leonard, and eventually only got it to Emmett. Stepping in, Gunton up the line to keep the ball in play, but there was no one there. King to Park. Jones across, intercepts, chance for Launceston United, square ball, always dangerous, part of the park. And it's Doy. The Strikers work their way through midfield. Lovely way to pass into the path of wide. Is this the moment for the Devonport Strikers? Crashing in there in defence. Cleared by Hill, only as far as Knight. Doy here on the right-hand side. Not sure if Knight saw the run. Knight tries to round. Hill cuts inside. Chance to shoot. Over the bar. Knight in such control of the ball. Dropping the shoulders here and there, and then finding that little pocket of space to fire a shot, and maybe just a little off balance, scooped it more and struck it, and just went Wiley. Spins a couple of times with Leonard, and Leonard stays with her. Doy, wing, Sims, spins inside, rolls it to Taylor. Gunton agricultural, and very agricultural for Bidwell there, just jumping into the back of Holly Jones. Just reading the flight of the football and where her opponent was and giving away that free kick. Kidder, long. It's going to split the centre backs. Mitchell actually comes to collect. It's going to be long for Mitchell. And it's very long. Carlton tracks back and heads it to Ben. Gets it to her despite the on-rushing Sims. Looking to close it down. Sims has gone into the 9. It looks like Doy is going to play out on the right wing, but really going to tuck in the midfield and just overload the numbers in that space. I'm asking Wiley to overlap quite a lot here in the second half, given the space that will be left there. Driving forward, then Dickinson does get it to Chug. Can Chug get a strike away? She does! It's low to the right of Mitchell's goals, and Mitchell saw it pretty comfortably in the end. She went down, but then pulled her hands away. She knew it was going wide and did not palm it around the bar for a corner. Instead, was confident just to let it bounce wide over posts. They say it's important to keep your nose where the posts are, and on that occasion, Mitchell was very comfortable. But a warning shot sounded by Launceston United. By no means out of this one. Doy up the line, first time to Sims. Lovely ball. Sims keeps it in play. Touchdown to the byline and deliver. Cuts back in. Wing. It's out for throw. Doy spins away from wing. Lovely play. Doy just gets the cross. A little wrong though. Goal kick to the visitors. And they're not playing it short this time, just getting it long. Park. Wiley does well, just rolls it to King. Can come back to Bidwell. Not much width down the right-hand side, so it looks like it's going to go left to White, to King, and they try to work their way, play their way through the thirds here. King has Park, has Doy further, angle cut off. And then played directly from Bidwell, but not to someone in the same colour shirt. Chance Launceston United to counter-attack. Leonard fires into space for Dickinson. Emmett gets there first and just plays it safely. Safety first. White gets away. Corner for Launceston United. Slow to get up there. Chug eventually back to her feet. Holly Jones across to take the corner. Could this be the moment for Launceston United? Corner in to the near post. King there first. Leonard looking at high. Look to be handled. And yes, the whistle penalises Dickinson. Wiley in space over here on the wing because Doy is tucking in so much. Off wing to White. Tried play with the outside of the right towards Knight. Does come eventually to Taylor, who plays a nice ball into the feet of Knight. Taylor then running past and rewards the run. Knight, Hill alive to the danger across. Gets it to Kiara Jones. Now has space. Chug, try to flick. No one there. Doy. Sims is 1-on-4 here. The pass goes to Taylor in the wing. Clearance skewed by Gunton and picked up by Van. Rolled out to wing. Doy closing down. Doy does well. Strong from Leonard. And they fight and wrestle, and Doy wins a free kick. Leonard a little too physical there. Doy left a little winded from the altercation. Leonard, the leading goal scorer this season for Launceston United. She has 8 goals. Gunton has 7. 2 players on the pitch here that feature in the top 10 of the leading goal scorers. Roy sucking in the breaths, eventually back into the action. Back into the fray. King, set piece specialist for the Devonport Strikers and captain. Hoping to lift her second league championship today. A low ball to the top of the box. Joy goes over, not much in that. It will be a very, very generous penalty if the official are blowing the whistle there. Knight then looking to make the best of the play. Great run from Knight. Thumps the ball off the defender. And the ball not cleared. Skewed again. Park has Doy, uses her. Doy. Lovely feet again. Gets it to Sims. Bounces off Sims. Appeal for handball. It's all happening at Valley Road. Dickinson. Jones not able to kick that one in play. Sorry for Emmett at the neck of Taylor. Pretty difficult to get that one under control. May take something special here at Valley Road to break the deadlock. 0-0 remains. As we tick towards the hour mark, and the 2 coaches, Ollington and Ballantyne, will be considering their first substitutions. They have full benches from which to choose. What options will they take? White makes a run and is out for another corner for the Devonport Strikers. Is there a final denouement here? Big finish, Valley Road. Strikers stand here on the precipice of a title. It's been a little attritional today at times. Low to the near post. Chug dispatches that one back in King's direction, out for another corner. King, and once more, that time the clearance from Leonard just skewed in another corner. Counted corners dramatically in Devonport's favour today. They've finally changed up the routine. They go short tonight. Park peels off. Ball comes to the top of the box to White. Down to Sims. But cleared away eventually by Wing. Another scramble in the box. Not the first in the Launceston box today, and probably won't be the last. But they continue to defend. Real solidarity today. Launceston United. Doy with a chance to turn to White. Is this the moment for the Devonport Strikers? No, Gunton was there. Comes to Knight, who really blazes over with that attempt. Was leaning back and just right under it. And if there were 2 goals stacked on top of each other, I don't think it would have found either. So she would gladly have her time back on that one. Knight, to be fair, it fell to her without much warning, and she just snatched at it. So there's three
Make sure we get numbers around it.
actions any player can take in any moment, and that's perception, decision, and execution. See the field, see your options. You have to make a decision, and then you have to execute that decision. And any fault in any three of those steps can lead to miscue. But we have Holly Jones running in on Bidwell. Jones does well, but Bidwell strong, holds off Jones. Then rolls it to Wiley, has Doy up the line. Wiley looks longer instead to Sims, cut out by Wing. Leonard back, Launceston United in possession. A little bit of urgency in the game all of a sudden. Launceston United know they're in this, and Devonport know they can win the league today. So it is, we are in for an exciting second half here at Valley Road. So if you're a bit perturbed by the lack of goal-mouth action or lack of goals here today, do not turn this off, because I think the best of this one is yet to come. So we see the first signs of players warming up on the sidelines. Doy to Knight. Once more to Doy. Throws it towards Sims, who waits for it to come, does get to her eventually. She plays it back to Doy. Hill again. So often today has been in the right place at the right time, and Ben just cleverly seeing the space being shut down in front of her by Doy, just opts instead of punching it straight down the ground to roll it out and out of play. And we do have our first substitution today, Isabel Taylor departing the field here just past the hour mark. And Maddie Payne, the Devonport strikers, coming on. Devonport's second leading goal scorer this season, Payne, and certainly hasn't started as much football as others in the squad, but often contributes. And Devonport's last home game here had a brace against the Glenorchy Heights, so no surprise Ballantyne turning to Payne for impact off the bench. And has she kept that in play? No, it's a corner. It's sloppy from the goalkeeper there, and sloppy in general in terms of the talk from Launceston United. It would be a stroke of brilliance here if Payne were to score with her first touch. And King delivers this in. King. Small scuffs that. And with the load of having taken so many quarters is starting to wear on King, as the last few haven't really been executed in the way she would have liked. Time continues to tick away. The Devonport strikers may have to wait another week until they can capture that game until their next game. Which will probably be the catch-up game against Riverside, wherever and whenever that might be. Doy. Inside to Payne. Rolls it out to Knight. Has a bit of space to shoot on the left. And was falling away and never really got hold of it. Good play and good first contributions from Madeline Payne there for the Devonport strikers. No sign of action here quite yet for Launceston United. Long. Park. Again. King. Joy. Into Payne. Lovely touch. Lovely flick. Now it comes to Sims. Back out to the wing again now with Payne on the ground to play up in the number 9 position. Once more a corner, so King has passed on. Corner taking responsibilities. Annabelle Wiley now to take. So they'll have a long trek back from right back to right back once she's taken the corner on the left wing here. The near post bounces around in the box, cleared away. Leonard then thumps it off Knight. Now she can drive forward. The run then from Jones. Controlling Emmett there. Mitchell out, bounces it off Emmett. That could have gone badly. But fortunately for them, it goes out of play. Leonard. Inside. Shoots from distance on the left foot. There's some shaping strike there from Jones, but once again, Mitchell, whilst moving, was happy just to see that one float past her right upright. And they haven't been without strikes on goal, Launceston United today. They have probed on a few occasions without having really forced Mitchell to make a great save. But you could also argue the same for the other end. Gill to Wing, pressing from Doy. Doy wins it, plays it to Payne. Wing didn't give up on the play. Trouble here there for Akita. She does well against Knight. Crashing back in then. White. Wiley says enough with this and just punches it in the direction of the opposite wing. Sims. One-on-one with Gunton. Chops inside. Lovely play from Sims. Gets it to the feet of Payne. Is this the moment? Rolls to Doy, surely. And it's over the bar from 7 yards in front. Devonport's leading goal scorer this season. 17 goals to her name. And you would have, for all the world, thought that she would nestle that one into the back of the net. But on her left foot, she fired over the crossbar. And that's not the first Devonport Strikers player to do that today. I said already today that this could be one of those days for the Devonport Strikers where it just doesn't happen. And it continues to be the story here through 65 minutes of play. Best chance of the afternoon for either side. Doy, low to the 6-yard box, cleared away, and as far as Leonard. To Park. King on the outside of the right foot. Chance then for Dickinson. Didn't like the options forward, so was dwelled on the ball and is now giving it away to Doy. Valentine urging the Devonport Strikers ladies on from where he is. Knowing his team is so close to glory once more. So close to their coronation. Just the Launceston United goal line between them and celebrating a victorious season today. So Isabella de Klerk is on. Launceston United. Having replaced Abby Chugg. So a singular substitution for both sides at this stage. Chugg. Change there for Launceston United. Chipped in. Launceston United. Mitchell reads it well. Nicely weighted there. Dink into the box by Akita. And the bounce awkward there for Launceston United allows Sims to get head to it first, but Akita, having just fired that ball into the box, tracked back and did the defensive duties well. Emmett. Where will the spark come from here? Dory's been much more involved in this second half, which I imagine was part of the idea for shifting position there by Valentine at half-time. Wiley. Good tackle. Great tackle, Wiley. Certainly coming off second best there and in some pain on the ground. Not moving. A fantastic tackle from Leonard, and the official stops the game. The ball hadn't gone out of play. Wiley popping back up and kneeling back down a little and then sitting back down. We will have our first real kind of lengthy pause of the afternoon.
Get that orange Powerade from Kitty's bag. Can I have a water?
You ready?
some vigorous warming up on the sideline here. Sullivan and Smith for the Devonport Strikers. Something like see their introduction momentarily. I'm surprised to see Samantha Hardy was one of the names on the team sheet. Ladies today, coaching duties this season. After being part of the Victorious, a key part of the Victorious squad of last season. She can see if she makes her way onto the pitch, but Wiley is going to go off now, I presume, for Sullivan. It's the same position. So Wiley limps her way off. Sullivan on for her. King launches that one forward. I'm not sure if that was more boot or shin, but plenty of length on the clearance. Play. Sullivan with her first possession of the afternoon to throw this one in. Up the line. Bounced off wing and out of play. Joy into the box. Is this the moment? Nearly comes to Smith, who's also entered the fray in place of Sims. Now it comes to Payne. Lays it out to Doy, who cuts it back to the back post. And White Knight couldn't quite dig that one back in the direction of Payne. Some good involvements there from a couple of the substitutes. So will the goals come from the bench here for the Devonport Strikers? Payne and Smith, two of the three attacking options up top. King to the near post. There is Payne. Has King back as an option. Gets it back to King. He lost it towards the back post. To Bidwell. Never really looked comfortable under the header. And to be fair, when it's dinked at that height, it's hard to get good purchase on the header down towards goal. So in the end, you could only just head that one once more for the Devonport Strikers over the crossbar. Dickinson does well. She's battered all afternoon. It's been good for Launceston United. Smith. She's been away from Jones. Up the line towards Knight. Good first involvement for her. Inside the box. Cleared away by Akita. And Emmett athletically putting that one out. We tick towards the final 15 minutes of regulation at Valley Road. Joy's chance from 7 or 8 yards out on the left foot. It's best. The chances here created in the second half for either side. Plays over on the opposing part. There's Doy back. And Doy looked to find White. Did come to King though, a little fortuitously. King in the direction of Payne. Wing clears it directly to Smith. He can put a foot on it. Gets it to King, who stayed forward. White stayed back, given the captain and full centre back has strode into the midfield. To Leonard. Needs to release the ball, chooses to spin away from Sullivan instead and does well. Now has an easy open pass to Dickinson, continues her run. Will she get it back? There was trouble there. There wasn't really an easy option for Dickinson. He was forced to have to take on her defender. King, good vision, can open the play. Doy has to come back. Very narrow here, the two women at the top tonight. Payne, there's Emmett overlapping, shot from long, long distance. tonight. Occasion. Then just scurrying over. Left. Dory. Payne. Lovely. Payne gets it back in the direction of Dory. But Akita across. Who's also been very solid defensively. Hill and Akita at the heart of defence have been rocks today. Akita cycling possession through Hill. Gets it back to Akita. Payne bearing down. There's the ball up the line. Nice touch from Leonard. Inside on Bidwell. Has 3 to beat. He's always outnumbered there, but never gives up. Leonard forces Devonport to play that one long despite having numbers at the ball. Akita again. Fire back at her. And Dory will pinch it and win. Grabbed, no whistle. Dumped, no whistle. And they do get the whistle. Launceston United, and there will be remonstrations from the Devonport Strikers bench. Dory feeling as if she was fouled. White then penalised for a heavy tackle on the Clerk.
Yes, advantage, then didn't give one.
Moment of magic. Launceston trying to get their way through the thirds. Wing, Hill. And get themselves into trouble here. Smith and Gunton. Bounces off one of them. So decides it's a throw. Urging to get the ball back in quickly was Ballantyne. Park clears her feet with the first touch. Nice little touch to King, who can strike in this range. Sullivan's there on the angle. Takes a touch. Round. Can she find the delivery? Good defending again from Akita. Perfectly positioned to cut out Sullivan's cross. Clearance for a corner. Certainly how much control Akita had over the clearance. Nearly a spun goal with deflected. King back on duty with the set pieces, with Wiley having gone off, having taken a knock. King. This one gets a hold of it, a right, it goes to the back post. And there, Dickinson. And no surprise to hear Ballantyne yelling at players to attack the ball. That one drifted to the back post and no one was there. No one reading the ball. King directing Bidwell to take the corner. Bidwell. 2 centre backs, second corners here for the Devonport Strikers. To the near post, King dummies, comes off wide, toes by Sims, cleared to Payne, who plays to the 6-yard box. It comes to Park, who hits it low, and it's cleared again. Dramatic action in the box. We haven't had too much of that here in this second half. But again, another scramble in the Launceston United penalty area. And somehow it doesn't hit hands, no one falls over, and the ball's cleared away, as it has been every time by Launceston United eventually. Is it not to be Devonport's day? Will the Coronation have to wait? Will Launceston United pinch a point and Bidwell wins a corner? They defended so well, Launceston United. It would be a little criminal, it nearly feels, for them to give one away so late in the game here as the time ticks away from Devonport. King. Park. White. Emmett. As Sullivan uses her, Dory providing some width then. Should probably get it here. Sullivan driving forward instead, going round Akita. Akita has support and a big dive, and that is a penalty for the Devonport Strikers. Akita penalised for putting her arm across and pushing Sullivan over. And I think Launceston United will feel a little hard done by. Did Sullivan go over a little theatrically? By the way, the whistle is blown. Doy or Knight, Payne that takes responsibility with the penalty here. This could be the goal that gives the Devonport Strikers the championship. The leading goal scorer, Doy, looks like she's set to take. Is this the moment for the Devonport Strikers? They will crown themselves champions-elect. United have defended stoutly. Ven's been excellent. Could she enhance her reputation with a save here? Does Doy sound the death knell for Launceston United? It's all on Doy's boot and on the referee's whistle. Whistle blows. Doy takes her time. She strolls forward and dispatches. And it's a goal. The Devonport Strikers relentless. And there it is. The net ripples, the crowd erupts. The Strikers take the lead. And in that instant, it feels as though the crown has descended upon their heads. They are just over 10 minutes away from celebrating another spectacular season. Undefeated they remain. In the lead they now are. Launceston United's valiant defence finally broken down. One 0 it is. In the 80th minute there, the goal to the leading goal scorer for the Devonport Strikers, Asuka Doy, who for many will probably be favourite for the league best and fairest this year. Doy, such has been her contribution as last season's league best and fairest. Whitney Knight drives down the wing. She's also been excellent this season and could rattle it off between the two of them and another number of Devonport players. Been asked to contribute. The players I would deem to be in the women's team of the year, or the best 11, made up of players from all sides, and it's very difficult to leave any Devonport players out, but given the strength of teams like Launceston United and South Hobart and Kingdom Lions and Glenorchy Knights and some of the talented players they have, it is a very difficult proposition to pick just 11. But when you have an undefeated season like the Devonport Strikers have, it's hard to leave any of them out. Cleared away by Jones. Well, the onus is on Launceston United to push forward here, throw numbers forward. Have they done enough to earn a draw today? Perhaps. Obviously, the overwhelming number of chances and corners and time in half has been for the Devonport Strikers. As the ball comes to Doy, is there a second goal at the offing here for the Devonport Strikers late on in this one? Dickinson steps in, out of play. 1-0 the scoreline. After 5-0 and 3-0 victories against Launceston United earlier this season, leave them as an aggregate 9-0 across 270 minutes between these two sides to the Devonport Strikers, having not conceded once. Winning penalised for handball. Devonport, I imagine, will and should be in no rush to take this. They are now happy to see the time come off the clock, as they know it is now only time between them and the celebration of back-to-back championships. Then players compete against each other. It is a throw over Devonport to be taken by Sullivan. It's a beautiful day here at Valley Road. The sun beating down, very little wind to speak of. Perfect conditions for football. And whilst it's been far from a perfect game, it has been a perfect season for the Devonport Strikers. Undefeated they remain. Only the one draw against South Hobart earlier this season. throw to Joy. Joy takes it to the corner. Might be a little early to be taking the ball into the corner. Sullivan hooks her attempted cross behind for a goal kick. No more action from the Launceston United bench. Still on the clock. The only substitute. Payne. Hill. Keita. Wing. To Jones. Pinched by Knight. Smith making the overlapping run. Knight using that to create a bit of space. She drives in on the right foot. Once more just over the crossbar. So close, yet so far for Whitney Knight today. She's had a number of shots from that range and all just dipped that little bit over the crossbar. Just not quite with the shooting boots on today, Whitney Knight. And another substitution. The goal scorer, the potential winner of this football game, was gifted the Devonport Strikers that will be their second consecutive championship. Dory comes off to be replaced by assistant coach Samantha Hardy. Would like to come in and play in midfield. Play from King. Wing as Jones. Always showing feet for the ball. Jones, she's been busy. Gunton. Hill. Smith. Park. Loses out on that occasion. The ever-busy Jones. Drives past Hardy. Has King, though. Won't get past her, but she does retrieve the ball. Then to Wing. Probably needed to release the ball to Leonard and has lost possession. King does enough. Has to be up the line. That's where the run had to be from Payne. Payne was kind of asking for the ball to feet. And in the end, King just opted to play the ball where it needed to go. And King sits down. She has looked a little sore and tired here these last 5 minutes. And whether she's taking time off the clock, whether she needs some medical assistance, whether she's just taking a breather. She's getting up and getting back into the fray. King. White has just gone back momentarily to fill in for her. King stays up. Ball in the Vita Wing. Nutmeg. And Launceston United bench enjoyed that. Doesn't quite count because she didn't retrieve the ball on her own. Does come to her. It's a tremendous cross and an incredible save from Mitchell as Dickinson flew in on the back post and with the right foot played it low towards goal, and Mitchell proving that she's one of the best in the competition with a low save that denies Launceston United a late equaliser at Valley Road. Tremendous from Michaela Mitchell and a really delightful cross that created that opportunity. And just a reminder to Devonport fans, neutral fans, Launceston United fans, that this one is not over until that final whistle. We tick towards added time here at the end of our regulation 90. Low to the near post, favours Payne. And King in the direction of Smith. And the idea would be just to run her up the line here. Smith's touch heavy, and we'll have a second substitution for Launceston United. The last roll of the dice for Launceston United.
Holly goes right.
Dickinson withdrawn, replaced by Willow Avens. She's put in a big shift. Can Avens prove a masterstroke substitution for Rollington? Clerk battling for it, does well. Looking to get it. The path of Avens there, who has her first contribution to the game White then was sprint for this with Wing. Tries to Wing. Alive, still with White's plans and puts it out of play, and Devonport will slow this right down. No urgency for them to take this throw in. Here where Launceston United have to throw caution to the win. They have to leave numbers up, leave themselves exposed with the back. Have to risk if they want to take anything away from this game. They nearly pitched an equaliser moments ago. The champagne is on ice at the moment. It is ready. We're ready ourselves for a big roar at Valley Road. As the women prepare to become State League champions for the second time in a row. Hardy to Payne. Is there cherry on the cake here? No, Payne just keeping it, playing it simply and smart into the corner just to take seconds off the clock, towed away, and a Devonport throw. Devonport happy with the ball in this part of the pitch. We're in added time at Valley Road. Moments away from celebrating what has been a marvellous season for the Devonport Strikers women. Launceston United have been valiant today. But Sullivan here with the ball was bundled over in the box. Around the 80th minute, and then Uskadoy made no mistake with the penalty. And it was a penalty stroke shot that has put the Devonport Strikers in the box seat for the championship here. Can Knight put the finish on it, and once more, Knight. The shot on goal is just not quite finding her range, not drawing a save from Venn. Though she may have had half a dozen strikes from that range, just hasn't quite calibrated shots correctly today. Park, who really has been great in midfield for the Devonport Strikers today. Sullivan. Great ball from Sullivan in the direction of Payne. Did well to hook the pass. Then bundled over. And slices the clearance. White, first and strongest, high boot from Payne, no whistle. And then White penalised for the high boot. These could be the final moments, as we all just have eyes on the official. This has to be Route 1 for Launceston United. If there is to be late drama, it must be now. And it must be direct. Has to go for Launceston United. We had a momentary stoppage for Wiley, which might be the reason we might play 3 or 4 additional minutes. Is there late drama? Comes to Leonard. Back to Wing. Her touch is heavy, wide across and out of play. Still the game goes on. Wide in again. Ever present, ever working, ever hard in midfield. Abby White. Hill. Flicks it to Akita. Once again, has to be quick and direct for Launceston United. Wing with a chance. Has to go long now. That's where the ball has to go. And it does go long, but it goes out of play. Looks at his watch, the official. Not yet. The Devonport players, crowd, staff, await the moment. Sullivan with the ball. Park offering feet. The throw to White, the option over her, headed by Wing. Amelia Wing down to Chelsea Wing. Sullivan's clearance higher than it was long. Wing does well to get it in the general direction forward. White will just spin, launch this one up the line. Does so. Payne chases just to make Akita, to be honest, and come back. Hill. Back to Akita, has to go. Still play goes on. Akita across, King to be collected. And that really should be that. 4th minute of additional time. Mitchell. Long. No whistle, headed away by Hill. Smith will take this one to the corner. Drops back, opts to keep possession instead. Knight. She go to the corner. Smith vacates the space, allowing Knight to run down that wing and just go to the corner. She does. Turns into the corner, just taking the time off the clock, shielding the ball, asking Gunton and Co to challenge her. Not just keeping possession. Eventually loses out. Still play goes on. White crashes in with Jones. Sarah White a little worse rare from that challenge. Amelia Wing with grass in front of her, peeling off. A sliding tackle from Abby White. A thundering effort, and the long cross from Leonard, collected by Mitchell, rolled out to Smith. And there it is, the whistle blows, and with it, the curtain falls. The Devonport Strikers are champions. An unbeaten run so far this season, a season of supremacy, sealed here today with a victory that felt destined from the very first kick. They Launceston played their part bravely, but in the end, the tale belongs to Devonport. The league's undisputed rules, their season an epic worthy of the shelves of Homer, Dickens or Tolstoy. The Devonport Strikers running out 1-0 victors. Elizabeth Sullivan dumped in the box, a penalty given, and Asuka Doy, Devonport's leading goal scorer, stepping up to strike home the penalty and give Devonport this 1-0 victory, which gives them an unassailable lead atop the ladder and crowns them as the 2025 Women's Super League Football Tasmania champions. Congratulations to the Devonport Strikers. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage today here at Valley Road in this round 19 fixture. If you've enjoyed your company, I've been Camille Douglas. See you in a couple of weeks when the Devonport Strikers host South Hobart. The end score, Devonport Strikers 1, Launceston United 0. Devonport Strikers 2025 WSL champions.
Between the Devonport City Strikers and Launceston United.
There's a men's game. Yeah, there's a men's game.
Like, someone try me a water. You look like you're sweating.
Bernie's 2:30.
Two games to go. Monday I'm running Monday session, and Wednesday we've got our catch-up game. Just make sure Monday we're all there. Let's get ready.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to announce our winners of our Lucky Seat prize for this afternoon as part of the Stick Up Stay Chatty Foundation Day here at Tasmania Valley Road. So our Lucky Seat number 1 winner will win $100 out to the code there at John Heads. In front of the main club rooms here, the seats in front of the main club rooms, seat number 34. Seat number 34, blue seat in front of the main club rooms. We have a winner. Come see me in front of the club room. Claim your prize. Lucky seat number 2, winner. Winner of lucky seat number 2 in the Gordon River stand. And yellow seat number 18. So yellow seat number 18, Gordon River stand. With the winner of our lucky seat number 2 prize, which is a Goodstone grilled hammer. seat number 3. Also the winner of Goodstone Group Amber. Lucky seat number 3. We're looking for seat number 2, a blue seat in the Gordon River stand. Seat number 2, blue seat in the Gordon River stand. Come and see me in front of the main club rooms. Do come to collect your prize. It's another Goodstone Amber.
That's cool. I'll see you in a few weeks. Very good.